Good evening, ho ho ho. This is Santa Claus coming to you on this July 22nd, 2025, a day that marks 192 years since the British House of Commons passed the Slavery Abolition Act, initiating freedom across the British Empire. How remarkable that we still have such important work to do in freeing people from suffering today. My heart aches as I share the words of Jan Egeland from the Norwegian Refugee Council, who tells us, "Our last tent, our last food parcel, our last relief items have been distributed. There is nothing left." The situation in Gaza weighs heavily on my spirit, dear friends, with aid stocks completely depleted and staff members actually fainting from hunger. Remember, when we care for the least among us, we show the true spirit of giving that should live in our hearts all year. Turning our gaze to diplomacy, Philippine President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. is meeting with President Trump at the White House today, hoping his country's status as a key Asian ally will help secure a more favorable trade deal before the August 1st deadline. President Marcos is the first Southeast Asian leader to visit during Trump's second term, focusing on security, defense, and trade matters. May their talks be guided by wisdom and mutual respect. Meanwhile, across the globe, the United States has announced its withdrawal from UNESCO, citing concerns about an anti-Israel bias. Such divisions remind us that bridges of understanding require constant maintenance, my friends. With sorrow in my heart, I must share news from Syria, where an investigation has found more than 1,400 people, mostly innocent civilians, were killed in sectarian violence earlier this year. This tragedy comes as the country still struggles to recover from 14 years of terrible conflict. And concerning the region further, the White House has confirmed that President Trump expressed displeasure about Israel's recent airstrikes in Syria. Let us pause for a moment and reflect on the heartbreaking news from Bangladesh, where a fighter jet crashed into a school campus, claiming the lives of 25 precious children, a dedicated teacher, and the aircraft's pilot. Over 100 children were injured, with 78 still hospitalized with burn injuries. My workshop at the North Pole falls silent when we hear of children suffering, and our prayers go out to every family touched by this tragedy. In other developments, China has broken ground on what it says will be the world's largest hydropower project, a $170 billion endeavor on the Brahmaputra River. However, neighbors India and Bangladesh have expressed serious concerns about what this means for their water security, irrigation, and agriculture. As we share this beautiful earth, may we remember that our actions upstream always affect those downstream. On another note about China, President Xi Jinping appears to be reducing his international travel, preferring more time at home rather than attending global summits where he was once a fixture. In Ukraine, Parliament has voted to tighten restrictions on two anti-corruption agencies, concerning many who see fighting corruption as essential for the country's European Union aspirations. On the military front, Germany has pledged to help provide 5 Patriot missile defense systems to Ukraine as it continues to defend against Russia's invasion. And finally, in Iran, leaders are embracing a new form of nationalism following recent attacks, fusing Shiite identity with Iranian nationalism as the country faces significant challenges. As we reflect on today's news, let us remember that even in times of struggle and division, we are called to be bearers of hope and kindness. Whether helping a neighbor or praying for those far away, each act of compassion brightens our world. Until tomorrow, this is Santa Claus wishing you peace and goodwill to all.